afternoon. So I like telling these like silly, funny little stories that I hear, and it's not about anyone that I know or anyone on the internet or on YouTube that I know about. And I came across one that it's like a little silly but funny. So there was this woman, an older woman, and I think she was divorced or widowed, not very old, but an older woman. And I believe she lives in the Midwest and in an apartment or condo complex. And so she had a neighbor, a gentleman neighbor that lived upstairs from her that she was friends with. And, she just liked some companionship. So she would like invite him to her apartment. Nothing footsie or anything. No fooling around. No Netflix and chill. But like she would invite him over. And she said the first time he came over, she was having a nice time. He was sitting on the couch. They were chit-chatting, getting to know each other a little more. And he would stand up and kind of adjust his, I don't know how to say it in a nice way, like adjust his balls, his testicles, and then she said something to him and he said, well, your couch is soft and after sitting for a while, blah, 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 right? So she just said, well, please, I don't know. I think that's a little, rude or whatever, right? So anyway, she had him over like the following week, another time, and they were just chit-chatting and whatever, and he did it again. And she said, look, I told you last time I don't really care for you, like just, it wasn't like he was exposing himself, but he, would just, after a while of sitting, get up and just kind of yank his pants and adjust himself. And he said, well, I have all these medical things going on, because he was an older man. And he started saying, well, my heart, or I had a stroke a while back, or whatever it was, right? So then she just figured out, well, 3 strikes and you're out. I've already told him. So she had him over one more time. He did the same thing, and she threw him out. She threw him out, and she posted about it on the internet. That's how I found out about it. I read it. And she got different responses, and a lot of the women in there were like really like crucifying the man. Yes, it was rude. Yes, maybe it was inappropriate. It probably was. It was rude. But they were talking about him like he was Charles Manson. And I went in there and I posted and said, you know what? Yes, it was a little rude, or it was a lot rude. I wasn't there, so I don't know if he just kind of got up fast, yanked his pants and sat down, or if he was like really burrowing or what. I wasn't there, so I didn't get the ick factor. But I know, it was something she didn't like. And, but the way the women were writing about him, they made him sound like he was a serial killer. And the woman that posted it said, oh, I have poor boundaries. And she was beating herself up. I don't think it was as bad as she stated. And then how she beat herself up and how all these women joined in to beat up the man. Okay, yeah, so his manners were not the greatest. And I said, you don't know, he could have good character and a kind heart, and at least he was friendly and everything. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, there's no punchline to the story. I thought it was a little bit funny. But then, after I thought about it, I thought this woman is in a condo or an apartment somewhere in, I think, either Indiana or Illinois, in the Midwest. She's lonely, she's older. There's a man right upstairs from her. I don't think they were talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, just like friends. And he's available, and he's lonely. But this stupid habit of him yanking on his balls in her presence kind of messed things up for them. I'm going to leave the comments on, and if anyone cares to reply to this, feel free. And anyway, everyone, Have the day that you deserve. Bye.